Hi guys, welcome to dubventures. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tom.
And I'm Brooke.
And we are dubventures. We have a little doggy called Thor as well if you're new to the channel. I'll introduce you to him in a minute. Now, we've just come back from a really long we could have stayed there longer, couldn't we? But we basically did a 3-week road trip of Scotland. But it was the Southwest Coast 300 that we did, and a Kintyre 66 route.
And Isle of Skye.
And the Isle of Skye. Now, we normally go to Scotland and do the NC 500, don't we?
Yeah, we've done it quite a few times.
And we absolutely love it. But this time when we went, we wanted to do something a little bit different. Now, the thing is, when we did the Kintyre 66 route, there's a lot that, we want to talk about and everything. So today, we're going to have a chat with you guys about the Kintyre 66 route and tell you why you need to do it. So, what is the Kintyre 66?
It is an exciting route.
It is an exciting route.
In Scotland, I mean, the scenery is unreal.
It's a route that basically takes you around Kintyre. It's 66 miles long. Yeah, it's 66 miles long.
Which doesn't sound very long.
I know, it took us 2 days to do it, and 2 days is not enough, even though you can do it in 1 day, but we'll come to that. But the route, it's got like castles, caves, beaches, a lot of history.
Chapels.
And also it was where Paul McCartney filmed his song Mull of Kintyre in 1977. Now, when we actually originally started to do
it's hotter than I was expecting.
I just heard it like that. But yeah, when we was going to do the Kintyre 66 route, we originally, because it was part of a Scotland route, and we was meeting one of our friends to go to Ayr and do another part of a different part of the route in Scotland. We originally thought that we could have done this route in probably half a day. Now, we met up with one of our subscribers when we was at the beginning of the Kintyre 66 route, and whereabouts was that?
Skipness.
Yeah, and because we met up at a castle, and then when we was talking to them, and we said after this, we're basically, because this castle is at the top on the east side of Kintyre, and he told us you've got absolutely no chance of being able to do the whole route and see everything that you want to do.
He said you could drive around it.
Yeah, you could drive around it,
you won't get to stop,
but you're not going to see everything. So what we decided to do was, right next to Skipton Castle, there was a beautiful, amazing, well camping spot, wasn't there? I mean, that has got to be the best.
We'll show a picture of it here.
Yeah, we'll put the picture on here. It's got to be probably, I say, the best well camping spot we've ever had. Literally on the beach with our own little private bit.
It was nice, but I don't feel like it was our best.
What do you regular viewers think? You've seen all our well camping spots. Which ones would you choose? But yeah, I do think, me personally, that was the best. So we well camped overnight, and then the day after, that's when we decided that the route would start. So in Kintyre, there's 6 main areas that if you're going to do the route that you're going to go to. The first one is Skipton, that we said, which is at the top.
And Tarbert. Skipton.
Yeah, and Tarbert. You've then got Campbelltown, which is the main town in Kintyre. You've then got what's called East Kintyre, West Kintyre, which is obviously different sides of it. And then also you've got South End.
And Macahanish.
I put it here, I don't know how to say it properly, but that.
There's also Gia.
Yeah.
Not sure if I pronounced that right. But it's a little island just off Kintyre.
Which we didn't actually get to do, again, because time wasn't on our side.
Yeah, but it's a ferry ride over that you can get from Kintyre. It's only a 20-minute ferry ride, and I think when we looked at the price for me, you and the campervan, I think it was £27 return. Yeah. Which isn't that bad. On the actual island, there's no campsites. They are building one. It's due to be finished at the end of 2021.
Oh, we're keeping an eye on that because we definitely
want to go there.
Want to stay there.
But you are allowed to wild camp on there as long as
you leave no trace.
Just
the locals, they apparently are quite welcoming, which is excellent for the Vanlife community.
It's meant to be absolutely stunning over there. So I will pop a picture up here. Of it on the island, but that is definitely somewhere we will be going in the future.
Yeah, I mean, we're telling you the little bit that we did, there's so much more. Now, because when we left Skipton where we did the well camping, we didn't really know what was doing, because it's one road all the way around. We just thought that we would follow the road all the way around and see what we can see. And what we did is we set off from Skipton, and then
Skipton.
That's why I always look at Brooke when I say the areas.
Basically, normally I plan the trips, don't I?
Yeah.
And normally I will have a full itinerary. I'll say where we're camping on what night, what time we're going, and everything. This time I said, no, I'm not doing it. We're just going to do this route.
Yeah, we'll just go for it, go with the flow.
Which was good in one sense because we didn't have anything to stick to, but at the same time we missed out on a lot of things because I didn't research.
Well, what happened was we set off from Skipness, where we did the well camping, and when we was driving, the views, they're just unreal, aren't they? I mean, they're unreal, amazing. And as we was driving, all of a sudden, like, look at all these views, you know, and things like that. We ended up in Campbelltown. Now, you actually went to a supermarket in Campbelltown, and when Brooke went in there, because I knew that I wanted to see the area where Paul McCartney filmed Mull of Kintyre, I thought I'll do a little bit of research and have a look. And then when I looked at it, and then read like some information about some of the areas, we'd realised that we drove right past it. But not only had we drove past it, we drove past a lot of different things that was that we really wanted to see.
The place that you wanted to see where the Mull of Kintyre was filmed was in a place called Saddell. Yeah. Now you came to the sign where Saddell was
because we did remember driving through it.
Literally was here, and then you drove out of it. It was here.
But we didn't
actually see there. You didn't even see the beach on the way through because it was in the middle.
Because it's like there's trees and everything, and you know we drove through it, and it was like we just thought, oh, there's nothing here.
But we spent nearly an entire day just there.
Yeah. So because what we did is when you come back from the supermarket, I said to Brooke, I think we've missed a lot of things here. So we basically drove back up to near Skipton, turned round, skip. Take two. We drove back up to Skipness, and then we actually drove back down, and then we actually went into Saddell. And I mean, how could we have missed that? Because what was there?
The castle.
The castle.
There was a parish. So we visited Saddell Abbey, Saddell Bay, and there was actually a lot more than what we thought in this little area of Saddell.
Well, we actually spent about 5 hours in Saddell because we went round the chapel and the abbey and all that. I mean, there's so much history that you could feel it, couldn't you? Yeah. And also there, they've got the castle as well.
Yeah, which is right on the
which is next to the bay, which is where, like, you know, the little cottages that was filmed in the Mull of Kintyre video.
There was a big, massive manor house there, which was stunning.
But the castle, you can actually like walk up to it, and you can like walk like
you can actually
next
stay
to
in
it.
The castle.
Yeah, you can.
Part of it is a ruin, and part of it's been done up so that you can actually rent it.
And then we went walking along the beach. It was like white sands and everything, and we just and the weather on that day was fantastic as well, wasn't it? And we ended up spending a lot of time there. We kept saying we want to stay here, but we knew at that point, you know, we had to like carry on. So
we did wish that we took towels and that there, so we could have actually gone in and
seen everything.
So it was so peaceful as well.
Oh yeah, we was the only people there all day. If you've seen the videos, you'll see like, you know, we was the only people there. So from there, we then left Saddell, and then we went back to Campbelltown.
But before Campbelltown, we stopped off at Peneva.
Yeah, because
there's like a big car park there.
Beautiful beach there that had picnic tables and everything.
It was in a little town, weren't it?
Yeah.
It was in a little town.
And again, it's one of the things you could just drive past.
Spaces were all free.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, you could have just drove past and ignored it, and you wouldn't have really thought. But we pulled in, and then we went up to it. It's like this beautiful beach again. It's like there was so many places. Everywhere. Yeah, you could pull over at so many places.
As you was going around the route, they had these big like wooden things with Kintyre 66 route on, and it showed you that this was like a main point on Kintyre, and it'd have that sign there, and there'd be a little picnic bench and somewhere that you could stop, and it was to tell you what was in that area.
So from there, we then went to Campbelltown again,
which is like the main town. It has a harbour. It is now.
Yeah, and I went out and I went for a walk, didn't I? There's like a lot of history there again. So we stayed there for a little bit. Now at this point, time was getting on a bit, wasn't it? Because we spent so much time at Saddell Beach or Saddell Bay. So from there, we then went further down to Southend. Now again, the history at Southend is like they had caves there, and again, like Brooke said, they have information boards, and they tell you when you get there, they tell you things.
You can actually
camp. Yeah, you can work there. There's like a car park.
Campervan like spaces.
Again, if you've seen the video, you will have seen that like we parked in a bit, and it even said campervan. It was a designated space for campervan. You could stay overnight. You had bins there and everything.
And you was literally right on the beach, and it was stunning.
But the day after, we was meeting our friend that was coming up to meet us in Ayr in Scotland. So we was like,
it's a bit too far down the bottom.
Bit too far down. So we left there.
Drove
and decided
through Macahanish, which is somewhere we would like to spend more time because it is stunning.
Again, because we didn't have time, and then we kept driving then up the west coast. So we'd done all the east coast, then we're driving up the west coast, and
the
views
wow.
on the west coast. As you'll see, I'll put a picture here on the west coast, because you've got the sea next to you. It's just beach all the way along, and I mean, it was stunning. And it was just getting to like sunset as well,
so,
and that view, it was just
amazing.
It was like wow.
Where was the place we stopped at?
I'm not sure. I don't know what it was called.
Rakana?
I'll write it here what it is.
I do apologise. I'm very bad at names.
Listen, I'm from Scotland, and I don't even know how to say some of these things, but
basically we camped there. We camped there for the night, and just outside the door, it was just a 2-second walk, and it was on the beach, and the sunset was amazing.
I know, it's just,
and I will
like,
put some pictures up of the sunset we had there that night.
But that was just like amazing. And then what we did during the night, we actually left that well camping spot, because we needed some Wi-Fi signal, because I had to upload a video for the channel, and then we ended up well camping in that car park where the water was, and then the mom woke up and there was like rowboats and everything, and all that, and they had toilets there and everything. One thing that I will say about the Kintyre 66 route is we spoke to like a lot of people, because we're very chatty and everything, as you know, and the people that we were speaking to, they were all so accommodating, weren't they? They couldn't be more helpful. When we were pulling over places, I was chatting to them, they were saying, oh, have you been to this place? Have you tried it? And like really friendly. But what we realised is we missed a lot of different things on that route.
And you might be thinking like, why are we doing this video? It's because we love this route, and we feel like it's not very popular, and not many people know about it. And we encourage you guys. That you should do.
Yeah, we encourage you guys to do it, because it's not something a lot of people have heard of, but well, we're going back, aren't we? We're already planning to go back, because like I said, there's a lot
and we want to go to the island.
I mean, what was your favourite part of that?
I really enjoyed Skipness Castle.
Yeah, the castle, it was.
And in Skipness Castle as well, there was abbeys there as well, which we didn't go down to look at, but there was abbeys there you could look at, and there was also a seafood hut, which is very popular. Apparently the food there is amazing, but we didn't eat there.
For me though, it was where the filming location of the Paul.
I absolutely loved Saddell Bay.
Yeah, I mean, Brooke didn't really know what I was talking about when she knew the song, but you didn't really know about the video and that. But the area, even if you didn't know about that,
the area there was stunning, and I loved going to the abbey. We never normally stop at abbeys, but we stopped at that abbey, and I absolutely loved the abbey
because of the history and everything.
But I'm definitely a castle person. I love castles, which is why I like Skipness Castle, and we missed a lot of castles out on that route.
I know. It just pointed out as well,
which we can't believe we actually didn't mention this.
Like in Southend, which is like the reason it's called the Mull of Kintyre is because obviously it's like the mull at the bottom of Kintyre. It comes under like that. And right at the bottom, there's a lighthouse
called the Mull of Kintyre.
Mull of Kintyre Lighthouse, and we went there. And again, it was
just the drive going up there. The views were amazing. We've seen a lot of wild deers.
Yeah,
just running about. But then when you get to the top, there's a little car park which you cannot wild camp at.
Yeah, big signs tell you.
But once you're there, it's free to park.
Yeah, you just can't overnight park. Yeah.
I mean, the views are unreal. It's
I know, the sea, because it's on a hill. You're walking down the hill. The lighthouse is like at the bottom here. You're walking down the hill,
all the way
and you can see the sea there. It's just
the walk
amazing.
to the lighthouse is a long walk, and it's downhill all the way there.
Yeah, but you don't have to go all the way. You can still see. You can you can park up and see it there.
We went quite far down, but we didn't actually go to it because it was getting quite late.
That's
when
where
we
that
went.
sheep was following us.
Yeah, the sheep were following us.
The sheep are friendly as well. So.
But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is one of the best views I have ever seen.
Wow! Ooh, wow, that is
which we will put some pictures up, which probably won't do it justice, but I will say I'm going to go out on a limb and that is the best view I have ever seen.
So we did the Kintyre 66 in 1.5 days, didn't we?
Yeah.
You can see a lot in 1.5 days because we spent a lot of time.
We said we'd probably do a week there next time.
A week, I think.
Or 5 days.
I think. Well, I mean, you could do, but I think 3 days.
Oh yeah,
would
to get
be
it all
ideal.
in. But I mean, so because we
more.
probably spend a whole day just at Saddell Bay.
But what I will say is, you know, if you're not one for like getting out and exploring and things like that, you could actually drive round the Kintyre 66 in one day
and see a lot.
And see a lot without, you don't have to get out and go exploring because the scenery on its own is worth the journey anyway. Yeah. And you know, so you don't have to like necessarily get out and explore. You know, you can actually do it and see a lot without having to get out. Like you'll be able to see the caves and everything.
There's a lot of walks as well. There's a lot of places you can stop, and there's walks in the forests there. We did a little bit of the walk in the forest, but couldn't do a lot because, like we said, we only had a day and a half.
Yeah, but guys, we are going back to the take two again. We are going to go back to the Kintyre 66. It's 100% we're going to do it because even if we just went to the same things, we want to see it again and spend a bit more time at different places.
Imagine what it'd look like in winter.
I know that there's a lot more to see on the Kintyre 66 route, and there's a lot that we've missed out. We've only mentioned like a couple of things, but we want to do a bit of a summary video to let you guys know if you go there, you know what you can see and everything. But if you've actually done this route before and there's some like amazing places that we've not even mentioned or like heard about or anything, put it in the comments below because like I said, we are going to go back at some point and we do want to like see like more up there because you know we would literally drive like, how long would it take us to get there? About 4 hours from where we are. We would drive that 4 hours just to do a couple of days there because it is that good and we're excited to go back. We really are.
So the main reason why we've done this video is just to give you a little summary of the trip we did, and also because we really feel like it's not a well-known route and you should do it because it is a fantastic driving route. Yeah,
we do encourage you to go there. You know, same applies with everybody, like leave no trace and everything and all that.
And if there's anything you want to ask us or any advice you want for the bit of the trip we did, if we can help you, then just send us a message and we'll help you if we can.
And for all you Thor lovers, he's barking, he wants to get in the video. Say hello to everybody.
Thanks, Thor.
Say hello, don't put your tail in Mummy's brew.
Don't try and drink my brew either.
Go on, turn round, say hi to everyone. Hello. There you go. You've got. Wait. Oh,
see you in the next one,
guys. Thank you for watching. We've got a lot coming up. I'm not exaggerating.
Oh no, we've got a lot.
We've got a lot coming up.
It's all due to come very, very soon.
We have been given sort of like cryptic like messages about certain things that we
might have remembered in a previous video. I showed you an envelope.
And we said when we post that, it's
coming very soon.
Stick around, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Press the like button. You know what, guys? Till the next one. Bye for now.